Okay, so we've got our character, we've identified what they want, who they want to become. We know that they have a problem, external, internal, and philosophical, that's resisting them getting what they want as it relates to your brand, your product and service. You have positioned yourself as the guide. They sense that you empathize with them, that you are like them in some way, and you have the authority to get them through their problem. However, this is not enough. They are not going to buy from you. There's one more step that we have to put here, and it's just a plan. It's just this is how we can move forward. It's amazing how people need this. It's a mental trigger that they're looking for. I mean, for people, especially if you sell something that's really expensive, they need some way to get their minds around it, some sort of plan to get them across that creek. And you just have to spell it out for them really simply. Here's how you do it, you know? And so there's two different kinds of plans that we recommend at StoryBrand. The first is just a process plan. Spell out the 2 or 3 steps for them to use your product and service. You know, we've got a kind of therapeutic retreat center here in the room, and so, you know, they're looking around this website, on-site workshops with you guys. They know they need to come in. Their wife has been bothering them to go get some help and figure out their stuff and maybe restart their life a little bit. They're looking at the website and they're going, okay, I know I need to go, and you know they're telling me to you know schedule an appointment or whatever right now, but I don't want to do it. But I promise you, you put on that website, 1, give us a call, right? 2, we'll find the right workshop or program for you. 3, show up and have your life changed. There's something about spelling out those 3 steps for me that gets me to move. I don't know what it is, but now I go, oh, that's how you do this. It's not a mystery. Remember, the human brain is not drawn to confusion. It's drawn to clarity. So when you clarify that for me, it helps an awful, awful lot. That's the process plan. Now, you can have a process plan that's before you buy your product. We've worked with so many financial advisors. I remember working with one financial advisor who said, Don, you know, I need some help. So I said, look, take me through your whole process. And I actually went through his whole process and realized basically he had 3 steps. 1, I schedule a meeting. 2, he has a listening session where he just listens to all my goals and everything I want to do with my life financially. 3, he gives me a binder that has all my information in it and a report for how I should move forward. In fact, he handed me the binder and I said, what's this binder called? And he said, it's a binder. And I said, no, from now on, it's called a Success Strategies Report. So he has step 1, call, let's talk. 2, a listening session where he listens to my goals. 3, he gives me a Success Strategies Report. Now, in reality, that process goes on forever. Until I die, I'm going to keep meeting with this financial advisor. But I wanted to take the first 3 steps that he's already doing and make them stones in the creek, so nobody had to. I mean, when you're talking to a financial advisor, it's just such a mysterious world. Just give me those first 3 steps. So a process plan is probably something that you or your organization is already doing for your customers. But give me the first 3 steps and let's call it something. Let's name it and let's not make it too difficult for them, okay? The second kind of plan is called an agreement plan. And you can use either or of these, or you can use both. An agreement plan is a list of agreements that you make with your customer. CarMax, the used car dealer that I told you about earlier, they have an agreement plan with their customers. Here's the 15 things that we are and are not going to do, and each of those things alleviate the internal fear that the customer has. This could even be your core values as a company. But it's these 10 things that we are either going to do or not going to do that alleviate the fears of your customers. Let's look at some examples of process plans and agreement plans. This is the website of a company, a design firm called Penguin. And rather than saying, hey, come in and let us do your rebranding, they actually just divided the process up into 9 steps: discovery, planning, strategy, ideation, design, develop, refine, launch, and manage. These are the steps. And I think there's actually a few too many of them. Like, I would stick with about 4. But isn't it great that I now know what I'm going to be going through? There's no mystery about what I'm getting involved with. People don't like mystery. They don't like to be confused. And so it's all spelled out right there. That's a process plan. Look at the power also of an agreement plan. This is a picture of Newt Gingrich, at the time a not very well-known congressman in the state of Georgia. And he basically took the conservative ethos, if you will, and he turned it into a list of bullet points. And then he said, if you elect us, we will agree to do this. And overnight, he launches this contract with America. He simplified existing information into a list. That's the power of an agreement plan. Overnight, he's a presidential hopeful. He took over the House, and if I'm not mistaken, took over the Senate too. What we want to do, though, is we want to spend some time asking ourselves, is there a process plan that I need to spell out for my customers, right? Or is there an agreement plan, 5 or 6 or 10 points of agreement that you're going to agree with your customer? And you want to call it something. You might call it the value plan, or the social justice plan, or the ethics and responsibility agreement that we have with our customer, whatever that is. I think your process plan is extremely important. Your agreement plan, I think some of you need that and you want that, but your process plan, that spelling out 1, 2, 3, here's how you do business with us, or 1, 2, 3, here's how you use our product, that needs to be on your website. So spend some time doing the same two-part strategy we've been doing with each of the buckets here. Brainstorm, what is an agreement plan that I can make with my customers? What is a process maybe that I'm already even doing that I wanted to outline for my customers, and I wanted that to end up in my marketing collateral? Brainstorm, then make a decision on your brand script, and on your brand script where it says summarize your plan, give me those 3 steps, right there. The customer is going to defeat the Death Star by doing these 3 things. This is how you do business with us. Okay? Brainstorm and then make a decision for your overall brand script.